night's still young and the action's still going between Envy and XSET, where it's a close map on split, 13-9. Envy come out on top 1-0. And now we bump ourselves forward, and you have to think, what are XSET doing to get back in this one? But before we get there, we do have those replays from that last map, just in case you missed it. And there was a whole lot of op action, Dust.
I feel like we're going to see a whole lot of Mummy, you know?
Yeah.
Could be wrong, but I feel like, yep, okay, starting with Mummy. A little elbow cat taken off there. And more Mummy.
Yep.
And a little bit more Mummy for you. And
then this one's BCJ, but more Mummy.
More Mummy, though, immediately after. Blyfo, this was a big round. This is kind of what kickstarted XSET's like comeback efforts. I think Aaron had a big collateral op shot at maybe the very next round or the round after. Yep, here it is. Okay. My memory's on point right now. I feel like I'm feeling it. But then, wait for it. Wait for it. Well, okay, wait.
Nope, there it is.
Yep.
More Mummy.
Yep.
And this is such a fun series because I was kind of expecting this a little bit in the last. I thought we'd get a bit more operator out of either the Jet players or somebody on these squads between XSET and version 1. We didn't get it, but then on split here, it delivers so heavily in this series, I guess ultimately across the board, and at some points running double operator for XSET on defense.
Yeah, they didn't really got to unleash the double operator, though, unfortunately.
No, yeah.
You know, I like the call, but they just never really could get it going. The one round they actually did try, I think, was on, wasn't it like on the Wifo or something like that inside the B site, and he just like missed a couple of shots and then got run down by a Paranoid. Yeah, it was just like one of those things where they were trying to throw some Hail Marys out there, and it worked for a bit, like particularly with Aaron, able to have some big moments with it, but just not really able. And that is kind of one of the things this XSET team doesn't really have, right? And that's why they rely on some like the more utility forward competitions. They don't really have like a big name opera on this team. That's the one thing that they lack. I mean, Pure can do it, but now he's like transitioning more to like Raze a lot because she adds a little bit more value in other areas. You know what I mean? So yeah, it definitely, you know, when Mummy is able to out there and dictate the pace of the game, it makes it hard to put it to stop. And now we go to bind, and again, you know, this is Envy territory, man. It might be their most played map, honestly.
And I thought this one a bit closer when you're looking at percentages, but then yeah, you get it a little bit deeper into the times played and quite possibly the level of competition that had been played on it. And this one really does feel coin flippy, and Ascent being the last map, if we get there, I think should prove to be an interesting one. As early we did gonna hover over that Viper. There's no way we get it on bind, right?
I wouldn't think so.
It's gonna be with the Sky here.
Yeah, I would expect Sky to come out since Aaron's playing the Astra. Pure will probably play Raze again. Blyfo obviously is going to be on a Sentinel. BTJ should be on Zova. On the other side,
back to the.
What's that?
Victor just back to the Sky here.
That is the more interesting thing to me, because we did see him doing that against 100 Thieves as well, and I find it kind of odd because it turns you into a single duelist composition. But again, XSET has shown us the power of the Sky-Sova combination. It's so much info gathering, so much engagement capability. It definitely can be very potent. And with Mummy being able to be like an aggressive guy on Omen, and you still have Caboose on the Raze, you don't really lack for like that forward momentum with the firepower to still have that extra utility to set things up and make it difficult. So it's interesting to me to see if that's like really a long-term thing for them. Yeah. You see the Wifo go on the Sage. So no Sentinel maybe in play for XSET here?
You know, anchored Sentinel.
Huh.
Before people start coming for your heads. Oh, and
okay.
Alrighty then. It looks like XSET want to have some fun with it.
I mean, they've been kind of running their head into a brick wall lately against Envy. I guess you might as well try something different on the fly. Give it a different look. I mean, We Did obviously is known for the Viper, but on Split, right? You know, that is kind of where he made it famous. And maybe Icebox, obviously, is another map where you'd see Viper played for a time. Bind's not one of those maps that, like, just immediately leaps out to me as a map that you would play Viper. But We Did, he's a wild guy, man. I mean, he does sometimes try to, like, push the limits of the meta and, like, come up with new things and innovate a bit on what he's doing. And so I can't knock him for it. Can't knock him.
And I would imagine at this point too for this XSET squad that it feels, I think it's 4 times, including this one out of the last 10 that they've played Envy. And it's probably just like you said, you know, we've been kind of running at these guys. They've been a brick wall for us. Let's just have a good time. Let's mix things up. Let's play something that we still know, right? We're bringing in the Sage. We're bringing in Weeded on the Viper. He's not new to the agent. And it's going to be something.
And it's not
fixing it up.
It's not like he's never done it before either. I think he's played Viper a handful of times on Bind, but the vast majority of the time he's played Viper, it's been split and then Ascent, I think, a little bit as well, if I recall correctly. In fact, I don't think he's ever actually played Viper on Icebox, which is kind of wild, since he was kind of the Viper guy, and he never did bring it over like some teams did.
And that is a wall from downtown. They're going to push right through it, though. A little bit of disrespect on the Viper utility. As that body going to make its way through the teleporter, and the bodies are starting to fall here on the site. Crashy's the only one down, though, for Envy. And inside, oh my God, up close and personal. We did. It's going to make things hurt. The spike has since been planted, and we find ourselves in a 2v2. Unfortunately for Mummy, he's only on 13 HP. We did in BCJ, awfully healthy. As the snake bite's going to buy a bit of time, buy a bit of space. Caboose now in a very winnable round.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness. BCJ clicking heads.
Caboose trying to use the satchel to create an even wider wide peek to throw BCJ's aim off. And with 5 HP to spare, BCJ found the dome. And a big round from him. 2 kills, almost a team ace there for the XSET squad. Mummy and company making that tough on him, but it came down to this here. Oh, he dinked him too.
Yeah.
That's a tough one for Caboose. Nice try. As again, the straight line will go across the entire map here, blocking off a lot, really. Short, showers, and even helps out a little bit with Octagon and hookah position, so definitely can block a lot of sight lines.
Paint shells to slow things down over towards showers. You got a handful stacked up over there, so got quite a bit of value. Victor the first to fall, Caboose to follow, and Pure gonna battle back in this round, trying to match the energy of BCJ, picking up 3. And it is that anti-eco, but for Ember, you are absolutely hoping to do a bit more damage than you've got done thus far. We did sends a couple extra rounds into the body. The dead check coming on through just to make sure. Homie does make it hurt for 1. Tosses out the spike, tosses out the smoke, just looking to make a play, and BCJ once more to close it out.
Yeah, I think the other interesting thing about the Viper here is you already have Aaron on the Astra, so they're kind of like overlapping in maybe what role they would play for your team, as a lot of people would kind of sub out a controller for Viper. And so, yeah, I'm kind of curious if that's going to kind of harm them in like some of their attacking capabilities later. It also could set up some interesting executes, perhaps, when they go to the attacking side.
I am just still so incredibly impressed at the value that he's getting with that toxic screen. It's all the way from, it's literally across the entire map to the teleporter.
Yep. Definitely, again, depending on when it goes up and down, it can, you know, make a team second guess taking a certain fight. Especially when you combine it with Asher utility. I mean, that could be a very potent combo.
And speaking of utility and combos, there it is. We did Pure working together. We'll find one with the paint shells and the rifles. And this is the first rifle for Envy. So they're already looking to make it hurt. BCJ backed away with 14 HP. Only 1 pip away from that Hunter's Fury. I can't imagine we see him getting too close. He still has that shock dart. Still has that recon bolt. The spike, meanwhile, going to be planted on the A site.
It's going to be interesting watching a Cosmic Divide and the Toxic Screen together. Make a giant X on the map.
Yeah. That, once the buffs come through on 2.06 in competitive, that Viper wall is going to be so huge. Oh, a beautiful paranoia to slow things down. Finesse calling that one out as he hears the Stampede coming on through. Only good for 1. Now it's all up to Victor. We know what this player can be good for. Is going to queue up that Trailblazer, trying to make a play. The slow orb is there, and unfortunately, Twyfo just able to stick 1v2. The snake bite's going to stop the push on through as well. So a nice round coming through from XSET, and they make it hurt so much. It's going to be a hero rifle, I'd imagine, here.
Yeah, indeed it is. Victor 1 away from the Seekers. Mummy already has his alt. Caboose 1 away from Showstopper. So Definitely could have that coming, but Pierre is also only one away from Showstopper, and Hunter's Fury is up for BCJ. That's what's at each team's disposal, as we are going to see Envy put a bit more of an emphasis here on getting that showers control and working by Short A.
Nice gravity well. Gonna pull in Victor, and Pure able to close it out. The vulnerability getting quite a bit of damage. The teleports to come on through. Finesse trying to do what he can. Unfortunately, that Viper wall just kind of being a nuisance. Playing in and out of that one. Dwight able to pick up a couple, and
that's so big. Because the thing is, if Spike wouldn't have been where it was, Caboose could have just got the read that there was 2 outside showers and just got away and found probably a vulnerable B site. But because the Spike had to be reclaimed, it canceled that out and allows XSET to just reinforce his positioning. And look at this line of players watching this fight. Oh, it's a dangerous Conga line right there, man. What if he just lines them all up, though, with the Sheriff and gets like a triple collat?
Or this here.
I wanted it. Imagine that backfiring, though. That would have been quite the chuckle.
That definitely would have been something, just as this round should be, right? Now we're seeing the next rifle come on through. 4 ultimates online on one side, 3 on the other. I'm thinking fireworks for this one, Dusk.
I'm down. I'm sold.
I'm thinking fireworks, jellyfish, all that good stuff.
Wait, jelly? Huh?
The Seekers.
Oh.
Seekers.
Yeah. I guess they're kind of jellyfish, aren't they?
And Weeda can use that Viper's Pit here. Nice little domain expansion inside of Hookah to make sure nobody pushes on through. Nebula smoke. Gonna keep Caboose alive for just a second. But this basically, it pushes you either all towards Long B if you want to play that way, or everybody towards A. And they stacked E.
Yeah.
XSET. What is happening?
There's some wild stuff going on in this game, that is for sure. And, you know, Envy will find the wide open A site. Seekers will detect Pura's presence. Hunter's Fury going to try to get something going with that spy plant. Does tag a couple of players, does not finish them. Oh, wow.
And there's an ultimate to be used there. Sat down, but the kill comes on through, and that kill feed littered. But now a 3v2, making a 2v2 is Victor going to work. A 3K on the round. The spike has since been planted in BCJ. Needs to do something heroic here. Needs to be the hero for XSET. Unfortunately, cannot. It takes 2 rifle rounds, but finally Envy on the board.
Yeah, I thought they're trying to let Victor treat Sky like a slightly upgraded Phoenix that can also get intel, but can't run it back. Like, he's playing a very aggressive Sky, whereas more people would play her very supportively, like a Zeta, for instance, on Cloud9, or is what you see, you know, in other regions, like Cutler has used, you know, Sky in the past, for example, for TSM. So it's interesting to watch. It's a lot harder to pull off, though. It's not as easy as throwing a curveball. It takes a little bit more mastery of mechanics to be able to follow up your own guiding lights. But able to make it work there, and they still have all their ults in play. And their first round on the board. Thwaifa, though, has an op in play. Hadn't seen that yet. On a Sage. On a cool little wall, I think, by Octagon, it looked like. Might even be able to play like around some type of one-way smoke that could get set up there, maybe? I don't know. That could be interesting to see how it plays out later. Won't affect this round.
And sometimes that hurts, right? That's a gamble, using that 300 credit barrier orb that you could use. Cut something off. Caboose now going to use a showstopper. Here come the fireworks. Trying to escape was Aaron, and he doesn't do that. No crash. He's actually picked up with a Hunter's Fury, but battling back is XSET. Battling back is Weeded. Still alive on the backside of the site, but they've got the information. And once more, we find ourselves in a 2v3 situation. And this is, okay, make it a 2v2. And this is the slobber knocker of a game that we've been expecting, right? No flawless coming in on these ones. They're battling down to the last players.
Yeah, and the op shot misses, and now Envy can kind of toy around with the rotations even more, knowing that Thwaifa is going to commit to B. Now they're going to ult. Oh, I love this split angle. It's going to make BCJ a little bit more vulnerable. He's trying to focus on the short side, misses the shot, and now they get into sight. And now he'll just have to play info gathering, waiting for his teammate to rotate.
He's going to hop on down, and he's looking to take the fight right to him. Still waiting on Thwaifa to come on over, but it doesn't matter. Now in the 1v1, Crashy's very low on HP, and Dwifo, the world is his oyster. He tries to come around, and it's the clutch for Crashies.
Indeed, it is a quad kill for the Sova of Envy, getting himself on the scoreboard in a big way after a cold start here from Envy. A very dicey round. We did in Company were doing a great job containing Envy, but Crashies could not be stopped. With 13 health, winning a huge one-on-one against a fully armored out Dwifo. That's 2 in a row now for Envy, and they're starting to close the gap a bit. Money's starting to dwindle as well on XSET. We could be seeing a tie game here soon, Tanner, if this round goes Envy's way.
Beautiful usage there. Nice little bait and switch with the utility in the cam. The neural theft. Get some extra information. That spike's still on the ground, so Envy can hang out for a second before finally making a call.
Yeah, Seekers get sent out as well to reclaim that easier control of Showers. They use a drone and company to put that pressure on short. Weeded, though, with the Bucky up close. Strikes gold. Aaron comboing with him. They're holding off this push on all fronts.
And here it is. Again, nothing is free. It costs so much. 3 members both coming down in these last couple of rounds before that spike gets planted. Once it does get planted, we're going to see that retake to come on through. Heal online for Dwifo, and Mummy narrowly escapes on this B site. Has the angle on the Dwifo, but can't cut him down just yet. He's able to do it. It's Crashies and Mummy once more.
Crashies was so important there. You could see Mummy was trying to sweep around on the Dwifo and almost got exposed by the back halls player, but Crashies had the mind to cover that spot for him and just kind of work out a nice little maneuver. Look at how much trouble Mummy was in there, and Crashies bails him out. Crashies a couple of big rounds here, a quad kill in the previous, a double there. And now the money is at a tough spot. XSET will still spring for what they can, but it includes a couple of Spectres, and a loss here means a definite save. Okay, this is interesting. What is this?
Well,
wait, is it? Oh my god, that could be crazy huge. If they actually go, oh, I can't wait for that thing. It's like a shield. This little AC unit thingy, or whatever that is.
yeah, I mean, it ends up working for a kill, but you have to think with all that fire, they knew they were there. Caboose gonna go up top on the box once more. Even across the board, low HP on a couple of members, though. We'll see what Caboose can get done with only 24. Mike leaning on over towards a short. Recon bolt gonna come through. Mummy first to find contact onto Dwifo. Unfortunately, can't find the kill. Just a bit of chip damage as they take the teleporter. Mummy looking to lurk and make it hurt on the 2 remaining here on A site.
They are gonna res a player here, and if he cuts all this off, this could be devastating for XSET. They're trying to rotate Mummy here. Finds it. Still lingering around. The rest of the team now decides to shuffle back to A side. This has been brilliant from Envy.
30 seconds left.
So much space bot there.
Enemy remaining.
By this squad now, it's all down to the last BCJ. Again, in a clutch situation, you're asking for a whole lot, especially now as that shock dart chips away at some of the HP. 78 health to his name. Caboose is low, so we can look for that kill. But outside of that, it's just a very tall task. Sova v Sova, Violence Crashes on top once more. We're all knotted up, and again, it's a game where XSET starting to lose control.
Indeed they are. Now they finally have lost the capability to put the big weaponry out there. They still are springing for a lot, though, from what I caught a glance of before we got into the replays. Again, Mummy just tearing it up right now, holding on to U-Haul control, catching the res, and just making XSET pay for every maneuver. And yeah, look at this. A Bucky, a sheriff, 2 Spectres. Actually, make that 2 Buckies, 3 Buckies. My goodness, XSET are just not letting up. They're just keeping the force buy going. And they're trying to get a little bit aggressive here on short A position.
Okay. Cosmic Divide used there just to buy some time, buy some space. And it really awkward. The space that you've gained from Caboose, it's not really space that you've gained, though, because BCJ is just on the other side. Oh, BCJ gonna push on through. Shots going down range, low HP. That's what Char's gonna find the kill. No way the blast pack gets it done. Another one to follow, and Pure could be in trouble, and he is. 2 kills for Caboose. He doesn't walk away unscathed, but very healthy and very favorable as we did. Tries to pull the dart out. What is going on, Dust?
This is just well and truly all over the place. I don't know what to say. I mean, they get a double kill in Hookah around the Cosmic Divide as XSET tried to get aggressive there and got absolutely waxed by Caboose. Finesse tees off at short at the same time, and XSET lose all ground all at once. And I mean, at some point, they're going to have to give on a save, I feel. I mean, they have been really trying to just scrape together these mixed buys to try to keep themselves in the race, but I feel at some point, you're just going to hamstring yourselves. They actually still can buy here fully, but it means you're going to lack elsewhere. As far as like maybe abilities or having full armor.
Yeah.
You can see that Aaron and Pure are going to have to go on the lighter armor to get Phantoms here. So I'm actually kind of impressed how long they've been able to calculate like half buys to still get a full buy here. Like they've really been careful with their spending. I thought they were kind of done for, and they're going to go for the ult here by We Did again over towards Hookah side. They tried this earlier. This time they don't have as many numbers committed around it.
Last time it was all 5 stacked up over here trying to make a crazy play.
Yep. A little bit more calculated this time. BCJ using the drone to spot a player outside there. Going to try to chase him out the Hunter's Fury.
We go wide on 2 and 3. Kind of unfortunate. Hunter's Fury going to be traded right back. We did to swing on out. No, Caboose actually pushes on through, and they go right past one another.
Oh, look at this.
Surely they meet here. No, Caboose actually is A-okay to leave this one behind and head on over towards the A site with the rest of the squad.
Yeah, they're looking to pounce. There's a star in front of them, and there was the stage here as well contesting. Paint shells come in, but Victor finds that entry. Oh, that's a beautiful recon, finding all the info on the other 2 members of XSET and where they're located inside the site. Shock darts coming in. Chip damage being dealt, and Indy still have yet to fully commit. They still have their options open to them here. There are 3 ults they have to contend with, including a showstopper.
30 seconds left.
Time's running low. They need to commit to something here. Looks like A is going to be the target. But look at the defense for XSET. It's just Pure here.
Yeah, and it was actually like a full rotation over towards A. They didn't expect it to be A.
Okay.
Pure able to find one, making things a bit more doable. Showstopper online, sends it over to the top, able to find the kill onto Victor, but it's traded right back. But again, it's low HP. XSET need to find a way to close out these kills.
Crashies is so stuck, dude.
Yeah, and the rest of the squad behind him, Caboose is 1 headshot away. Mummy's only 6 HP. That's surely just a classic right click, although I say that. And there it is. Crashies has no way out. The last 2 remaining don't have a whole lot going for them as they stack up inside a U-Haul. Surely going to be a spray down, and there it is. They split the squads left and right as the kills find their way through, and XSET get back on the board just when we thought they were kind of losing control.
Yeah, now it's going to be an even split, 5 apiece right now. The thing is, this kind of favors Envy. They are over 60% win rate on both sides of the map on Bind for the entirety of 2021. They have a 75% win rate on the map this year. So they're feeling right at home. Again, XSET's the one that's a little bit more pressured. As their attacking win rate on this map is 47%. So they get the bulk of their rounds on the defense, near 60% win rate on the defense, and they're struggling to keep up with that pace. That's an interesting wall. Just goes through the portal and cover both extremities, I guess.
Yeah. Does it really do you a whole lot of
No.
good
I'm gonna go
on
with
the
no.
A side?
I don't think so. That's, I mean, unless you're gonna press short A or something, then I could see the value in it, because it cuts off maybe like spawn support. But in this scenario, and if you're not gonna take space, then yeah.
Defense giving up that showers control as the attack has pushed onto the A side. A couple members over towards that U-Haul area.
That's been the big thing, is Envy constantly are getting this U-Haul control, and it's given them so many options in the mid to late round. Here and BCJ, though, going toe-to-toe with them there. Get it back into a 3 versus 3. Caboose stranded basically over here. Still able to get off the showstopper, but it came at a huge cost. and his teammates will get silenced by Thwifo in the hookah.
Last
Well,
round.
not
before the
literally
switch.
inside a hookah. That would be kind of tough, but the room of hookahs.
The economy is so weird right now. Envy have just been flourishing for so long. They're still able to get rifles here in this one. For XSET, like you said, this is, you really have to put up ideally 7 because it's the best you can get, because going on the attacking side, it's going to be tough into the defense of Envy. This really has felt kind of memey in the game as a whole. It feels so awkward, and I wonder if that's because of just this weird comp that XSET's kind of brought to the table.
Yeah, again, I feel like they've played Envy a lot lately. They've had the one win that was Stage 1 Challengers one, where they got that upset best of 3 over Envy, but Envy's beat them the last 2 best of 3s 2-0, and again, never even allowed XSET more than 8 rounds in either of the 4 maps they played the last 2 meetings. So it might just be a case where XSET are like, okay, clearly what we normally do does not work against Envy. Let's try something else, and they're kind of throwing a Hail Mary out here, and it's had mixed results so far. But I am intrigued, I will say that, as a mind or a student of the game. I like to see what different compositions are capable of.
I think this is a composition that gets a whole lot stronger once those Viper buffs come on through, as we stated before. It is that 5v5 play towards this B site. Now a 1-for-1 in kills, and they just keep doing it. XSET, if you blinked, you missed it. They grabbed the best they can get, 7-5 at the half.
Switching sides.
A hot start and a decent finish to keep themselves ahead as we transition sides. Again, though, Envy over this year have been strong on both sides of the map, whereas at times XSET's attack have really lacked. And I'm kind of curious how their attack even works when you really only have Pure in a role that, I mean, I guess Thwifo obviously as a Sage can be aggressive with Pure, so I mean that is there. But yeah, not having a Sentinel, not having the Sky, which they're used to playing on this map, it limits their info gathering capabilities a little bit. In fact, quite a lot. It's really only BCJ they can lean on to do that for them on the attack.
Revealing area. There they are.
Here we go. XSET can put themselves in a pretty good spot as they storm up towards this B site, and you noted it in the agent select. No Sentinel really for this squad outside the Sage, but no anchored Sentinel, and
yeah,
puts Weeded on the lurk here on that Viper pick, and everybody teleporting on over. Maybe got a bit of information that they've rotated over towards this hookah area, and they can just get showers for free.
Yeah, indeed they can. The Viper wall is down as well to pave the way forward. Smoke on Heaven. This is a great combo of utility to sanction off this area of the site to ensure a plant while they maintain control of showers for post. I like this setup from XSET. This is a great pistol round strat.
It looked like Weeded was leaving maybe for setups, but now is just going to toss out that snake bite right on top of that spike. Poison Cloud on top of it all as well. Flash going to go on through, and it actually does a bit of friendly damage.
What?
Unfortunately, Victor, the last one standing, he blinded his teammates as they pushed on through. Now we find ourselves in a 1v1, but the decay is there. Halfway, the spike's going to go. Victor just going to stick it. There's no snake bites. There's no time. And Victor goes clutch.
Oh my goodness. Victor just nerves the steel, man. To hold that and all that decay, he becomes so vulnerable to just one stray bullet, but makes it work. And I have to say, despite the result not going XSET's way, I actually love that strat. I think that's one to study in the future. Definitely has some potential. Might even see it in a gun round. Just a good combination of the Viper and the Astra utility.
And you also have this Sage, right, where there's a similar strat where you just run out of showers all 5, you wall off the entire site, and then everybody kind of plays towards showers. And it's like awkward because the wall just cuts off everything from that A site. So similar in the sense that you get that somehow, some way they had the information, nobody inside of showers, and then they just push up for free.
Yeah, now they're going to use it to get control of the opposite side. They're now going to push through as they heard Mummy spamming, and they're going to punish him, but Caboose still has showers control. But Aaron catching this rotation. This is massive for XSET. And now they can wall off showers.
Crash is able to trade it back. Now Sova v Sova going toe-to-toe. It's a 3v1 for Caboose. He's got some utility to try and get things done. Paint shells to go on out. Might find BCJ. That they do. The reload and a jump peek. Gonna get some more information. You're spotted out, but takes down Caboose, and the force coming out from XSET there to win that round.
Yeah, that was huge, man. Again, they got so much value out of their utility. They're able to chase down the player in showers. Grab that frag as well and just kind of keep Envy on the back foot on the man count for so long. Now we start getting into the nitty-gritty where Envy have to take a step back with upgraded pistols, a chance for XSET to extend that lead. They're going to go for that early showers aggression here on the Envy side. Wow. Absolutely dominated.
Mummy gets one back, though. So looking to make it hurt. Again, on the defense. BCJ on low HP. And with Waifu off the board, there's no heal. So could quite possibly make the bonus coming in round 3, which feels really weird because of that eco. But could make the bonus hurt just a bit. FNS half shield. Frenzy and a dream. There it is, making it hurt. BCJ taking off the board, backs away. Weeded up close and personal with the bug. He's able to find a kill onto Crashies, and the spike yet to be planted. As FNS was trying to play inside the smoke. Mummy has since upgraded to the Spectre, but it's not enough to find a round win. 9-6. XSET find themselves in the lead, but here we go. Economy reset for Envy and rifles on the table.
Indeed, they are going to be able to get the Phantoms across the board for the lineup. They have the Seekers available for Victor. Caboose only one away from the Showstopper. Crashy's not too far off the Hunter's Fury either. A couple of alts in play, though, for XSET, including the Rez and the Hunter's Fury, and they also are only one orb away from Showstopper, so a lot of alts could be coming out here real soon for both sides. XSET trying to increase that lead even further. They have everyone here at A. And again, this combo of Astra utility and Viper utility could create some situations that Envy may just not be ready for as far as angles they have to worry about and just how things play out.
And there's an angle you're not expecting. Waifu up close and personal inside the showers. There's a Hunter's Fury to try and clear things out, and Mummy in a really bad spot. It's all the utility thrown that way to take down the Omen, and Waifu pushes on the site to continue this reign of terror.
I mean, they are catching everything Envy are throwing at them here. It's going to be a flawless victory, it appears, unless Caboose is able to do something miraculous. But they are not giving him any chances to get a look, because XSET are about to find double digits here for the first time in, what, 5 or 6 maps versus Envy? Wow. This is big.
And it's awkward. It's not what we were expecting, but you said it. Sometimes you just gotta wing it and get it done. Waifu was huge in this round. That first kill, Mummy had nowhere to go. The Hunter Fury just running him down, and Waifu, again, just leading the charge. Yep. Picking up another kill on the site. And this hurts too, because that's your first rifle. At the very least, you hang on to that, and maybe you hero rifle into the next round. Your team forces up a little bit behind you, and now you get nothing. You go right back to this eco buy, and XSET, they're right around the corner from 11 rounds.
Yeah, it's looking very likely at this point. Again, I just feel like what they're throwing at Envy is just going to be so unorthodox to them and what they're used to playing against that it could be hard to deal with. And, I mean, XSET are just relentless. Again, they're that fast-paced style of team, and that has not changed, even with the composition evolving a bit for them on this map, as they will boost up several players here with that wall to get some angles on the back halls. Caboose Company still trying to see if they can make a play out of this.
Smoke cloud up top. Pure gonna spot out Caboose. Only has a Bucky to his name. Unfortunately, not in the best position. Bucky shots coming out from Victor, though. Going up over the top, trying to find something. Waifu able to mow down one. I don't think the Bucky advantage is gonna work this time around as Caboose hops on the site, makes it hurt. Giving away a rifle there. Victor tossing out that guiding light, and that's not the best angle to find as the wall actually breaks from the classic shot there. Incredibly unfortunate as FNS just continues to try and bring pain on the XSET squad. XSET pushing to 11 here.
Indeed they will. Finesse the last hope there, and now he is gone. Round goes the way of XSET. And now Envy, I'm not sure what they do here. You do see that they're able to get the operator in Mummy's hands. Rifles aplenty as well. So this is it. The last ditch effort, I feel like, for Envy on this map. If this doesn't go their way, they are in a real tough spot.
And they're only down 4, so they do have to just string a few together. The defensive side of things is typically where you will see them prevail, but it has not been the case thus far. Victor looks to get aggressive once more. Has the Seekers online. Could choose to use it. Hunter Fury going to be used there. Victor finds a first kill. There it is. On to Thwifo, taking down the Sage. So Resurrection off the board. Caboose going to get healed up there. That regrowth coming on through. So nice and healthy is the raise. Those satchel charges going to buy some time. And there it is. The blast pack picks it up on the imposter. Pure goes down. And this is a great way to start to battle back for Envy.
Yeah, finally a good start to a round defensively for Envy. It's been so long. Mummy pitches in with the operator.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, I thought Victor was going to get caught there, but Crashy's had his back. Now Weeded's in trouble. Ports does get away, but no spike possession, no assistance, no real hope here. Just chilling. Shot dart.
30 seconds left.
That's actually clever. It forced the door open.
Yeah, you know, I'm not one to, I try to keep it pretty professional, stick to the game, but
nah, you gotta laugh.
I mean, just how could you not laugh at that?
You got to. You gotta have a little fun every now and then, you know?
Yes.
You can't have fun, then no one here can.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
At least that's my philosophy. I always try to say if we're having fun, hopefully you're also having fun. But maybe you're annoyed. I don't know. To each their own.
To each their own as we take a peek. 8 ducks in the pond. Only the Sovas without their ducks or their ultimates here.
Oh, I was so confused.
Yeah. So that's quite a few ducks to have in the pond here, and I think things might get a little hectic.
Those are indeed ducks, I guess, as we are seeing XSET looking to full plow into A with all the Viper utility and the Showstopper and the Cosmic Divide. I mean, everything's there. They got the side all sliced up.
Ooh, nice kill coming on through, though. Blind was Thwifo as he takes down Victor. Neurotheft gonna get information. Caboose on the flank, only able to find one, but chips away quite a bit of damage. And FNS can't close it out. BCJ with 4 health stays alive and keeps the player advantage in favor of XSET. Now the sites are split. Mummy on one, Crashies on another. You can hear the footsteps. There's the wall looking for a resurrection. They are going to find it. Unfortunately, not much else to follow on the back end. That wall looks to get shot down. They do just that. The spike going to get spotted out. There it is. Aaron to fall. BCJ has since been healed up, and we're still in a 3v2. Recon Bolt now taken down. No information given, but they've got the spike, and they're headed the opposite direction.
Yeah, Mummy had rotated as well to try to help Crashies out over here with that op to watch short A, so this will leave B side open. Mummy is now rotating, but he will probably get there just a little bit too late to fit an op shot through before this spike makes its way to the container. He does spot Weeded hop across, though, but the Viper's Pit will really make this op tough to put to use.
Almost obsolete here. It's very up close and personal. That's shotgun op if they look to push on through. You're basically just trying to find the no scopes. If you are Mummy, unfortunately not able to get the tags off the back end, is going to send a shot and quite possibly looking to save here.
Yeah, might have to with their money, and Crashies, though, might have opened up a little bit of a crack in the window.
But you just have to send it there. Run out of time at this point. XSET looking to close this one out with ease as Weeded goes up top. There's the op falling down. Crashies pushes onto the side, trying to make it hurt. Able to find the kills, but has no time. If you just pulled the trigger on 1 HP, Crashies not able to sneak away with the op either.
So close. He almost got away with that op. He was like a couple of footsteps away from salvation, but does get captured there by the spike implosion. Nice try here from Crashies and company, but XSET just always one step ahead. And that Viper's pit was crucial.
Yeah.
And so XSET looking to force a third map here. My favorite spray in the game.
There it is. Honk, honk.
No, I hate it. It's the Vuvuzuela of esports.
We love it here. Give
I
us
actually have a
a
Vuvuzuela in my room.
interesting.
That's the kind of human I am. Yep.
Ooh, Hunter Shuri's gonna be traded out on opposite sides of the maps. Unfortunately, not much found outside of a couple of tags there. So good spot from Crashies to put his teammate. 70 HP still on Dwifle. Uses the heal. There's the kills to follow. And Mummy going back to work. Still has an operator. Caboose goes up top of the showstopper. Looks to find the last one here in Dwifle and does just that. Envy hang on.
Well, that's a statement round from Envy if I've ever seen one. A critical round. The only round that was left for chance if Envy couldn't win it. And they come up with it and only lose one member along the way. That was a big shutdown.
Careful.
They have to win 4 more of those in a row to force the extra rounds, and that's a tall order considering how well XSET have played so far on this attacking side. Again, they're just creating so many awkward fights with this combo of utility of Viper and Astra. It's really, it's kind of hard to keep track of, man. Like, this is such a wild attacking half. Just see how they're piecing it all together and what situations they're creating. I can only imagine what it's like for Envy to play against live.
Mummy with the aggressive angle now needs to try and escape. Unfortunately, if you're pure, that Spectre not going to find the angles just yet. Weeda with the Bucky, though. Going to work, and they just run him down. The run and gun too strong here as Caboose once more finds himself on the flank. The spike has since been planted. We're in a 4v3 retake. Weeda gonna get stunned up, taken down by Victor. Caboose gonna fall to the operator, but Crashy's found a kill on the back end. And 2v2 now is where we find ourselves making it 2v1. Pure needs to go huge, but the guiding light proving to be a problem. Crash is on very low HP. Victor right behind him, only 66 health. He's just sticking it, and the no scope goes wide. He will fall. The op will be picked up, and Envy to 9.
Bro, if he would have hit that op shot, I might have ripped my microphone out of the computer. That would have been absolutely absurd. I don't think the universe could have handled such plays. What a wild ride this half has been, man. It's been everything but what you'd expect. But Envy, they are slowly chipping away at this lead. They are slowly putting themselves in overtime contention. XSET starting to run out of credits. Might actually have to take a save for last if this round does not go their way. Mummy trying to keep up the aggression with the operator. This time he will swing and miss, but he's able to escape with the Shrouded Step and some counter utility, and Caboose follows up with the frag.
And that is right there. It's why we highlighted Caboose at the beginning, just getting so much done.
No
but
way.
XSET traded right back. The spray comes down, and Caboose can't follow up. Except
I thought he had him lined up.
In this one, because of the resurrection, we did now since been topped off. Dwifle, unfortunately, a little worse for wear, but a teleporter play probably on the horizon.
Caboose is
my
stuck from the
goodness.
slow ore. BCJ lights him up, and now it's a 2-on-4 that is favoring XSET in every way imaginable.
One teleport to come on through. Finesse gonna find the first kill. That was the low HP Sage, but as he backs on out, he ends up falling. Crashies tries to come out as well. It's a 3K for BCJ, and XSET are gonna push us to map number 3.
Again, their attacking side on Bind has been a struggle. They come in with a fresh new composition of the Astra Viper combination. And again, they just wreak so much havoc. It was really wild to follow. They were just full sending it pretty much every round with all 4 the 5 players, maybe like 1 lurker. Again, they were slicing up sites with, you know, Cosmic Divide going one way, Viper Wall going another direction. It was wild, man. They were just throwing X's on the map. Like, it was really crazy to see, and this relentless aggression, very chaotic post-plant situations that came down to, like, a lot of clutches, and XSET just come out on top in the bulk of them, and that's how they move on to a map 3. This has been a wild ride of a series, man. I don't know how else to put it.
Incredibly hard to catch your bearings in that one because of the compositions. Now, as Dust said, we're pushing on over to a map 3. The winner headed to the grand finals to play 100 Thieves tomorrow. We're going to hop away for a second. We're going to get the lobby set up, and we'll catch you guys in just a bit.